want to talk to you guys a little bit today about sight tape placement. And you know, with today's bow and arrow combinations, it seems like everybody's in a hurry to back up to 100 yards and start sending arrows. They get a speed test, they print a tape, and then they step back and arrows are all over the map, and it's just not a good way to build confidence. And it's not a good way, once you get a new bow, a new arrow set up, and you have everything you want, it's not a good way to build confidence. Archery is a close range game, and it's all about building confidence. And while I love shooting arrows at 100 yards and beyond, when I get my new bow and I get my sight set up and I'm building my sight tape and I'm getting things precise, I like to spend days at 20, 30, and 40 yards. 20, 30, and 40 yards, shooting arrow after arrow, getting that sight tape exact before I really start building and moving back. So one of the ways I like to do that is 20 yards here on the Morrell target. I'm just going for solid accuracy. You can probably zoom in on that and see that right there on that particular dot, put a little piece of green tape inside of the dot just to help hone a little bit, and really focus on a spot. Aim small, miss small, right? And so now what I like to do, in addition to that, I'm going to take another arrow from 20. I'm not going to move. I put a Reinhardt 3D target next to it. It's my hornless ram, and I want to shoot there too. And really make sure those arrows are exactly where I want them to be. Both of those arrows are borderline perfect, but again, that's after days and days and days of shooting and just getting that 20 yard exactly where I want it, and not trying to get in a hurry to back up and back up and back up. So what we're going to do now that we've got our 20 pretty well dialed in, we're going to start checking our tape, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to move back to 30 right now. So grab that camera. We're going to move the sight, and we're going to move back is all we're going to do here. Nothing else is going to change, but I've got two more arrows set up here, and I've already got my 30 yard mark. And I'm going to come right here to 30, and we're going to do the same thing. Sight is dialed again. It's taken me multiple days to get my 20 and 30 and everything right. So we're going to go for the Morrell here at 30. That's going to be right in there as well, maybe just a touch low, but again, day after day of just making sure that these are exactly set. And another thing I love about doing this system is I just get so confident and proficient with my equipment. So now we're immediately going to move from the spot shot over to the 3D target. On the ram, from 30, and that's going to be just fine. And one of the things, the reason I like to do that, and the reason I like to jump from a spot on a target over to a 3D, is on a 3D, both of these, I'm just trusting my pin float. Shooting a back tension hinge, I'm shooting True Balls Goat, and I'm just letting that pin float and really learning to trust that float and just relax and execute that shot. So now that we've got 30 done, I'm going to go ahead and back it up to 40. Of course, our wind's starting to kick up here. Awesome. I'm going to dial my sight in exactly here at 40. And so now what we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to go to the Morrell target here from 40. I love it. This bow is absolutely welding them in there. And it's just, again, it's all about practice and taking my time to set this tape, make sure everything's exactly right. Now we're going to go over to the ram. Again, we're at 40 here. we're just gonna weld those arrows in there perfectly. So let's walk up, check this out, and we'll talk a little bit more, and that's gonna be it for the day. But come on up here, let's go check out these shots. So let's go to the morel target first. We're gonna move over here and check this out. So here we go. On the morel here, you can see, this is the 3 arrows we shot, 20, 30, and 40. They're all inside the white, and just a little off my green tape mark here. But again, I'm not done yet. I'm not gonna back up to 100 now. I'm not gonna back up to 50 or 60 now. I'm gonna stay in this 20, 30, 40 range until I'm absolutely sure that my tape is exact. I don't need to make any adjustments. And again, this takes time. This takes several days. I'm gonna come out again tomorrow and I'm gonna shoot 20, 30, 40, 20, 30, 40, 20, 30, 40. And as that confidence builds and I get really proficient with my new bow and my equipment, then I'll start backing it up. So just a tip to keep in mind: take a target, put a spot on it, shoot it, and then immediately shoot another arrow at a 3D target, and you'll be set to go.